busy day for me.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's myself, Thunderguy 75, and Mr. Stevie B. Welcome to the show. I see we don't have a whole lot yet. Hopefully, we get some people trickling in. I don't know what's going on the rest of the community right now. I think there's some other live shows, maybe even auctions. But we want to bring this to people, and if you want to hop in, go ahead and hop in. I know, Stevie, you have anything you want to tell about your channel or whatnot?
Well, of course, everybody knows I relocated and I've moved, so things have been kind of on the slow down a little bit, and I'm just now starting to get back into the swing of things. A lot of internet where I've moved, a lot of spotty internet connections, so finding a place to film, especially trying to go live, is kind of difficult. I gotta find a spot in the house even that's not there that I can get a good signal so it doesn't just buffer and freeze up on me. But
Here we go, Stevie. We have a couple. Hello, Ben. Thanks for joining us.
Gray Man.
Oh, the Gray Man gracing us with his presence. How you doing, Gray Man? Thank you. But yeah, I noticed a few times you've been doing the videos outside, and I'm like, oh, it must be nice to sit back and.
Man, it started off as just a necessary evil. Just I just to get a signal, but yeah, it's turning into a pretty nice place to do it if it ain't windy or raining or cold. Kind of cold out tonight.
Yeah, Gray Man, thank you very much. That happened last night during an auction of Z Collects. I was able to get 5 during that, and yeah, like I said, we were going to kind of touch on that later with the 100 sub contest.
Yeah, congrats on that, Kev. Man, long time coming, man.
It was. I actually, for a little while, I didn't think it was going to. I think I started near the end of December is when I think I started dropping a very first video right around there. And
yeah, I remember.
Here we are, maybe 4 months later, roughly, something like that. And yeah, and it's there. So
yeah, we ask anybody, they'll tell you that first 100, it seems like is the hardest one to get, and then they start piling up after that. Jimbo.
What's up, Jimbo? Yeah, so what Stevie and I was talking about was, since most of us can't go into LCSs, has people been okay with like doing the like eBay purchases, or I mean, how do you guys out there feel about that? I'll be honest, without having any new comic books or new stories coming out, it's kind of hard to come up with different topics. I mean, when Stevie and I first tried to come up with this concept, they were still doing new books, and it was a great idea at the time, and now all of a sudden everything's at a standstill. It's like, shit, I'm running out of topics. I don't know how many times can I say, so what are you reading now? Or
look at it this way. Here's now that there's no new comics coming out, it's an opportunity to save that money and go and buy you some of those keys that you've been wanting for a while.
Yeah.
What's up, Joe? Bag of Sevens. Hey, Joey, look, tell Foo, I go sleeveless on other people's channels too.
Oh yeah.
They've been giving me a hard time about I only go sleeveless on Foo's channel, and I'm like, no, I go sleeveless all the time.
I'm just starting, probably picking some things off. I stayed away from the eBay thing for a while in the mystery box for a little bit, but that's why I've been sending you a few texts recently, or instant messages about what are some of the better things to pick up. I know you're our mystery box master there. You've read through
Man,
more of them than I know of. I'm sitting
I'll tell
around
you
going, I
what.
need something new. I need something.
I'll tell you what, Kevin, man. One of the probably outside of Vantage, Comic Vantage. Everybody knows that we're big on Comic Vantage boxes, but
Yeah,
one of my other
those
one of my
are,
other favorite one of my other favorite ones is one that's on eBay called One Stop Comic Shop, and they do 10 signed books with COAs for I think $40 plus $10 ship, so $50 altogether.
right.
But little insider tip, he says or best offer. If you offer him 40, he's gonna take the 40. It's $50. It's listed. That's right. But if you offer him 40, he's gonna take it.
So he takes 40 shipped,
No, 40 plus shipping,
40 plus shipping.
and it's about $10 to ship them. But I mean, 10 signed books for $50, $5 a book. That's a pretty good deal.
I got, can't remember what they're called now. You probably heard of them. I'm getting ready to make a purchase through them. Let me see if I can't find it here real quick. The name of the seller is well, that's not it.
Stay away
Here
from
it is because
comics by Jacques.
one of them that I'm looking at right now is I can't find the damn name of the person.
Toy Syndicate.
Freedom Comics.
Freedom Comics. Yeah, I actually I have one arriving from them tomorrow. So I've got one on the way from them. They're a new one for me. I haven't bought from them yet, but I think they advertised at Key Books mostly.
Yeah, they call it Key Mystery Comic Books.
Yeah.
10 books. So
Right. Yeah, I've got one on the way. Should be here tomorrow. So I bought from them.
That's good. I'll go ahead and not quite sure I've ever seen this sort of packing. I got a piece of cardboard, and all they did was stick my book on the back of it.
That's
with
from
tape, with no pull tabs.
What's that one? What's that one from?
This is I just bought from
Oh,
just a regular seller. It wasn't a mystery or anything. It was just something I needed to add.
gotcha.
Either for PC reasons or auction reasons and stuff like that. Because it's actually really hard to get copy, especially in the first prints.
Ah, The Walking Dead.
Yeah, it's the one that's the 191, the 192 and the 193. By that time, the word kind of got out that Kirkman was going to end the whole thing, and they didn't know what was going to happen with Rick, and so this was like a pretty low print run compared to the final 2 issues, and so this actually became, although you got the final issue and the one right before it where Rick Grimes actually turns into a walker. I'm sorry if nobody read it. I don't mean to spoil it, but it's been out for a long time.
Damn it,
But,
Kevin.
huh?
I said, damn it.
I know.
No,
But
I got one Walking Dead comic book, and that's one I found with a remark on it that I bought.
oh yeah, those remark ones.
Yeah.
Then our boy Wink gave in to the pressure. Squatch must have pressure over people. Let's see, this guy said new.
See, Squatch has got. Squatch
this
has
fellow
got
wasn't
that.
lying. I don't know if my light killing that.
You looks good from here.
Damn, that is clean.
Good.
The edges are so sharp they could about cut you. Damn. He packed it pretty well. So I'll put it in a brand new bag and board because I don't like that bag and board. But
yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah, I wanted to pick that one up. Kind of got a couple sets now of the 91, 92, 93. Those are like kind of like the last 3 issues in the run.
Right.
Yeah, I think isn't the Toy Syndicate the one that gives you 20 books?
Yeah.
For about like $15 or something.
Oh, it's more than that. It's 30 after shipping and stuff. It's about $40. But man, the guy's having a baby and is having to sell off his entire collection. But man, he put some. I've never gotten a box from him that didn't go way above what I paid for it. I got a couple of boxes. His first 2 boxes, I think I got over $300 worth of comics.
The Toy Syndicate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He's a 100% positive. He's one of them. I got on my watch. You're right, because he's 30. He's only 30 plus shipping.
Yeah.
So.
And that's a good one.
Let's see if he come down a little bit. Hell, I'm always putting out offers. Even you got some that say or best.
Yeah, I always offer.
I'll send you something. Even if you're not put down, the or best, I'll hit contact seller. Hey, how about this?
Yeah.
Why not?
If you don't ask, the answer is always no, right?
Exactly. You never know if you don't ask. So I'm gonna have a few of those coming in. Not too many, but I'm wanting to get, different things. That's why I miss going to my LCS.
Yeah.
So got some Thor in the background over on this side. I really get confused.
The LCS is being closed. It really hadn't affected me that much because I'm a hardcore eBay shopper, man. I guess I was telling you before we went live. I buy a lot of I buy mostly stuff that interests me, storylines that interest me. I'll go back and I'll buy the comics from that. So I don't necessarily have a box of the LCS with the pull list and all that.
You might want to be on the lookout, Stevie, because I actually got something for you.
For me.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, it's not poop.
Oh, you're not Chad. I don't expect that
No,
from you.
no. I'm not Chad. But I was digging around and looking at some things. I'm like, you know what? I wanted to be a surprise, so I'm not going to show you. But I'm like, I hope Stevie doesn't have this.
People would be surprised at just how small my personal collection actually is.
That's just thing.
I got a ton of books, but
just went out today. I had to get some more of the bubbly. See that, people? Anybody buy it from me? They're gonna be packed all well right there. We packed the shit. What do we got?
That's just one comic book.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put the comic book right in the middle, right there. That's it. You're gonna get one. I'm gonna use this 200 square feet and wrap your comic book in it.
I bought one of Whodats $100 mystery boxes, and that thing came wrapped in so much bubble wrap. I can bubble wrap for days, man.
Yeah, like I said, but I was looking at it myself. We had the auction yesterday, and then I went to start wrapping things up, and I was like, well, shit. I'm out of the damn bubble wrap. So went to my local Walmart where everybody's wearing their face mask, and I'm looking at them going, you look weird. I'm not putting a face mask on. They were looking at me like I'm weird. I don't have one. I almost wanted to be like, well, I'm good. You got yours. So you're not spreading your germs. I'm good. I don't have anything.
You see that viral video of some bus driver throwing some guy off a bus because he wasn't wearing a mask.
I
It's
haven't
not.
seen that, but it
Oh
doesn't
man, it
surprise
was.
me.
Saw it on the news, man. They had the cops dragging this guy off the bus, and the masks are optional. You don't have. The government isn't mandated that you have to wear one, and they can't do it on public transit. So I guess that bus driver got fired, but mm,
Never go to comic book day. Yeah, Joey buys some stuff off from Joey will get stuff off from auction, that's for sure. He's on there. And he'll get a few bangers of things too sometimes. There,
oh,
Joey.
nice.
Get that coming your way. And you remember, Joey, you had this $20
nice.
that $20 top loader with the free Wonder Woman comic book Jim Lee sketch.
That's nice.
It was we're in the middle of the auction and somebody comes like, man, I need some more top loaders. I'm like, got a $20 top loader right here. Comes with the free Wonder Woman comic book. So yeah. That's why I did my bubble back. I wanted to get this all bubbled up.
I was starting to worry about old Bag of Sevens, man. I haven't seen him in my comments section trolling me lately. He's usually on my videos trolling me. I hadn't seen him in a while. Where you been, Bag of Sevens? You okay? Starting to miss you, man.
Yeah, I might have to do that. I got a few books in my pull box.
I just sent Jimbo a couple of those little Super Sons ash can size comics promotion.
Yeah, he told me.
Yeah. So I had a couple people I sent those out to, and you seen what happened. Tim said, "Hey, I'll trade you a couple of my Teen Titan doubles for one of those," and I was like, "Sure, man, no problem." And then he sends me 60 books.
I know. I watched that video. I said, "Damn, Tim, well,
I was like, "Damn, man, I paid $4 for 10 of those damn things. You didn't have to send me 60 damn books." But
they're good books."
like,
So,
yeah.
yeah, Joey, that came through. That's I'm going to get those more than likely wrapped up tonight, Joey. Tomorrow's Sunday, so I can't get to the post office, but they'll be out Monday morning, so that's for sure. I'll get them all. That's why I said this afternoon I went to my local Walmart. Lucky I didn't have to stand in line to get in the door. Because Walmarts are doing that now. If there's too many people inside shopping, they stop you at the door, tell you can't go in.
Yeah, here too. Same thing here too. Bad thing about it is where I work, I'm the only place open in town after 8 o'clock. And I get pounded in there.
Do you guys have two people working inside that mart or just the one?
Not at night. That's just me, man.
Okay.
So me by myself at a convenience store, middle of the night, with a bunch of people coming in with masks on. You do the math.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I'll
which
be
one's
honest with
gonna
you.
rob me?
There shouldn't be too many because the way it is out there after 8, 9 o'clock, I mean, they should be staying home anyways, to be honest with you. I mean,
Yeah. I'll personally be glad when Walmart opens back up so they can take their little night creatures back.
yeah, I don't know if
Yeah, I heard about that, Jimbo. A lot of places got curfew.
yeah. Took about 5 days and I didn't hear any damn thing from you, Jimbo. I'm starting to wonder if you got the damn corona and was trying to stay away. Trying to contact you for about 5 days. Sent a couple texts and everything. I think he's talking about your ash cans on
Yeah,
that one.
yeah. No, don't stress about it, Jimbo. Like I said, I got 10 of them for $4. I'm not worried about your shipping cost that much. It's not even crossed my mind.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you or not, Stevie, but talking about the Walmart thing, I'm so used to it being 24 hours. I was sitting up late with the wife the other day, and she's like, "Oh, we need a few items." It's like, "Oh, you know what? Once you go to bed, I'll go ahead and run and pick up our few things or whatnot." And that was right around 9 o'clock because she has to get up about 3:30, 4 o'clock to go to work.
Yeah,
And because as you know, she's still working. As Jimbo knows, she works at hospital and
yeah,
essential every damn day. I'm like, oh, God, just make sure everything's all right.
yeah. Hey,
but
man, give her a hug for me and tell her thank you.
but I start to get ready to leave the house, and then all of a sudden it hit me. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. My Walmart closes at 8 o'clock now. It's like, when the hell did my Walmart start closing at 8 o'clock? What if I need a gallon of milk at 10 o'clock at night? Damn it! I guess I'm going to the gas. I'm surprised though. Are you just a little quickie store, or do you have a gas station involved in it?
It's a gas station. It's a yeah. It's just a convenience store, gas station, whatever you can call it. But yeah,
Because the ones around me that are like that, they've actually started shutting down the 24-hour gas stations too.
yeah. They have most of the ones around here too. We're one of the few that's just hanging in there, and now they're coming up with some ridiculous stuff that they're wanting us to do, like full service gas pumps. Go out and pump their gas for you, and
And that's old school there.
call in curb service. You gotta, you gotta understand this. The store that I work in is one of the busiest stores in our district and it's in a small town. But we get beat up. We're on a major highway through town, and we get beat up, man. We ain't got time to go pump people's gas and do their shopping for them and take their groceries out to their car, and they kind of just throwing us right in the fire with this because it's bad enough we're dealing with the public face to face and taking their
Right.
handling cash and all that. Now they want us to go out and get their credit cards from them and go take their money, and it's just, man, it's like they're trying to get us sick.
Yeah, that's
It's
real
crazy.
sad, great man. That's a scary situation right there.
Yeah, it really is.
What is up, Captain?
Captain Comics, what's going on, brother?
Hope you got some rest after that night last night. This
Yeah,
this
me.
guy,
Oh,
if nobody subbed up Captain, which I'm sure most of us have, uh, please do so. This guy was one of the best out there. Um, yeah, this guy he's on there with us trying to sell books and make something at the same time. The wife he's buying more stuff. It was quite funny actually.
well,
Yeah, I mean you can let Smiley know I got them books. They're gonna already be all wrapped. I will make sure nothing happens to those at all.
he got a whole roll of bubble wrap just for those books.
Yeah,
Hey, you watch that Bloodshot movie yet?
I have not. I'll rent it.
I watched it. Oh,
Do you
it's
want to burn it like the rest of your Valiant stuff?
uh, I was sitting there thinking, you know, man, Valiant comics were so bad. It's only fitting that the movie be just as bad. They lived up to the hype. Oh, man, it was terrible. I guess I don't know. And no, it was just terrible. I'm trying to find some kind of saving grace for it, but it was bad. Uh, some had a few cool special effects in it, but other than that, yeah, bad movie. I haven't seen Birds of Prey yet. You watched it yet?
No, that's another one. I'll rent it before I buy it because I don't
Well,
know.
I don't rent or buy. I stream. So
Yeah,
I just
yeah. I rent through either Google or the PlayStation has their store where you can just rent stuff from.
yeah. There's an app for that. Download Cat Mouse. Go online, download Cat Mouse. You can watch all that shit for free. Just streams though. It doesn't download, so no copyright infringement to stream. What's up, Smiley? I don't believe I'm sub to you, Smiley.
Oh yeah, they're safe. I do have to show you this one. Stevie, go ahead and we'll have you go solo for a second here. I want to go grab something.
Oh. Since I'm going solo, I'll just tell you about some upcoming stuff. I dropped my first "Don't Be That Customer" video. It was a little test fire. Seemed to go off really good. If you haven't checked it out, go to my channel. It's on its own playlist. "Don't Be That Customer," episode 1. Just trying to bring them, lighten the mood a little bit with all this crap going on in the world. But because everybody knows I work retail, so I've got some fun stories about some of you customers that are you are. But we're gonna drop episode 2 pretty soon, so you can look for that. Okay, back to you.
All right, Tori, here you go. Now we're gonna start with this right here. Is not one that's up for sale, but it is something you being a fan I do want to show you. The 9.8.
Oh, nice.
I'm trying to eliminate as much glare as I can. It was a blank cover that we got. That is a Harley personalized. That's a one only sketch cover. It's a one in the world. The artist that did that is a gentleman named Chad Hardin, probably one of the greatest Harley Quinn artists. He worked on her solo titles for quite a while. Chad Hardin did that right there.
That's sick.
This is literally one of the crown jewels of my PC. We bought this blank cover. He done it, and somehow it came back at a 9.8.
Awesome, man.
He was like, "Hey, what do you want?" And I'm like, he's like, "You want sexy or dangerous?" I'm like, "You know what? I want some sexy look, about waist up, and that's just what he come up with,
That's awesome, man. And how'd you come get that? You just go to this website, or
we went to? Oh, my brother wants to jump on for a second, Stevie.
okay.
I don't know where he went. Don't know what happened, Jimbo. You might want to click out that link again. But it was at a convention in Detroit.
Oh, that's cool.
And
yeah, I agree, Smiley.
We were able to find because I seen other people kept taking commissions from him, and it's the first time that I ever done a commission from anybody. Yeah. And we were able to just kind of walk around, and there you go. He was with me. We were able to walk around, and we found this blank cover.
Jimbo.
Yeah, that's Jimbo. In there. He usually runs by phone, so if he starts to get shaky, well, Stevie runs by phone too.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were able to because he got one. We both commissioned one, and he got a completely different cover.
Oh.
They
Yeah, you
look
see
better if you
the
take them out of the bag, Jimbo.
Yeah,
yeah,
probably.
They do.
and blow him up.
But so we each got a commission, and I keep mine in a thicker bag that wraps over it. But he took the commissions on those,
Nice.
and
Trying to get in there.
he's like, "What do you want?" It's like like I said, his picture, the one Jimbo's got's different than mine
Oh,
because
that's nice too.
yeah, he want I think you want it from knees up or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted from knees up. I wanted like more of an upper part of her, and that's pretty much just what he come up with. The artist Chad Harden.
Yeah, those are pretty sweet.
I got
Corey.
something Stevie might like, my fellow Super
Sorry, Captain.
Sons.
Sorry about that.
My fellow Super Sons. Kevin probably knows what it is.
It's probably the Kirkham thing.
Yeah,
Don't know
if
what
I can
that's
find it.
If this Super Sons, I probably got it.
and I think it's one when we met Kirkham and
Oh, you got it
the other
signed.
name eludes me now. It's when we met these two guys in Chicago.
That's one of them in the classroom with the Joker, the foil cover.
Yep.
It's hard to see
The
it.
Poison Ivy one. Yep, this is the
Oh, so
Poison
got-
Ivy one.
Oh,
It's
it doesn't have
signed
the
by
Joker.
Tyler Kirkham and Peter
Yeah, I don't have
Tomasi.
mine's not signed. I got the other one that's got Poison Ivy and the Joker and blah blah blah. Shit, I can't remember now what the cover looks like, but I got it at a graded one in 9.8. I just don't have it's not signed though.
I had a few Super Sons, but I sent them to Stevie.
There you go.
I like the characters a lot, but you guys like them more than what I do. So I think they're great together. I was pissed when they got torn apart by that wonderful genius Bendis. You know,
Yeah.
he loves our DC character so much.
Uh, I'm telling you guys, the DC is missing out, man. That should be an animated series. I think it would just blow up.
Those two would be a natural moneymaker if they done something with Super Sons.
Yeah. Well, I think they're going to on the CW. I think they've already got Jonathan Kent going to be in the new Superman, and then they're talking about introducing Damian Wayne in there, and then maybe a Super Son spinoff on the CW.
Yeah, but I heard somehow I'm still confused on how they're going to plan on working the Damian part into it because we've never really saw any sort of Batman.
Well, you know,
I mean, so are they just going to make Damian Clark's son and just make them brothers or something? But then that really won't work out because one's got superpower and one don't.
Well, in the Superman CW show, they're twins, and one of them's going to have superpowers and one of them isn't. But I don't think they're going to try to push the other twin off as you know as part of the Super Sons. I think they're actually going to introduce Damian Wayne, and they can because they have introduced Batman. Batman is in that universe, that CW Arrowverse. So, or not Arrowverse, but you know what I mean. He's part of the or yeah, the Arrowverse, but I think he's made a well, they've made mention of him. I guess I don't know that they've ever made a Batman appearance yet, but
No, The closest thing they got to a Batman appearance was on the Crisis on Infinite Earths, a little 5-part crossover it was, and then when they
Yeah.
brought in the great voice actor who did the animated series
Kevin
for so
Conroy.
long,
Yeah.
yeah, Kevin Conroy, they brought him, and he did he got about 5 minutes of screen time as a old beat up Batman, and
Bruce Wayne.
then
Yeah.
all of a sudden he was being killed by Batwoman just because he started to kill Supergirl or fight Supergirl. So it was a complete waste of an opportunity.
Yeah.
But they want to push Super or Batwoman. That's what they want to do. Batwoman is the best. And I'll tell you this. I don't know if you guys have been staying on the shows, but my wife watched these CW things with me for a long time. The other day, she was starting to watch one. And she said, "I'm done. I'm just done." She didn't watch them anymore.
They're all getting too political now. It's like keep politics out of my entertainment, man.
That's what they do.
I mean, that's where we go to escape all this crap. We don't want to have
Yep.
it shoved down our throats when we go on there. Supergirl's getting as bad. Um, I still love the Flash. I'm still
Flash
hanging
is
on to
the
the
one that
Flash.
I'm still watching. Flash is actually
Yeah,
still is fairly decent. But
yeah,
Supergirl and Batwoman, they went down wormholes that have started getting so bad I can't even, you know. I
yeah,
started losing interest in Supergirl when they kept pushing to us how much more stronger she's even supposed to be than Kal-El and actually Superman. And I'm sitting there going,
yeah.
no, she's
She's
not.
she
She'll
straight
never
whooped
be.
Superman's ass. That wasn't
Yeah, they fight and she can't. No fucking way can uh,
They're doing
Kara
that to
beat Superman. There's no way.
now. Well, they're trying to so hard to separate her from Superman by having her kick Superman's ass, and but now I think they've just finally succumbed to the fact that people want Superman. So, all right, fine, we'll give you Superman. I agree, Tori.
So do
Yeah,
I. Now
yeah.
the
Not so
Batwoman
subliminal though;
show.
it's in your
Some of
face.
them damn shows, to use a term that might be overused a lot of times, to use the term cringe.
Yeah,
Some of them
cringeworthy.
damn Batwoman shows, I can't even barely get through them.
I started watching season one, and I think I got about 4 episodes in, and then I was just like, all right, I can't.
Legends is still good.
This is my biggest take. My wife kept pointing out too. This is our biggest take. If anybody's been watching the Batwoman show, of if nothing else can be taken away from it, Batwoman is a whore. Batwoman's a whore. Batwoman is a
If
lesbian whore because it seems like she's kissing or making out with somebody different. I think there's been 4 or 5 in just the episode so far.
and that's just it. Is we all know that she's gay, and nobody cares that she's gay. It's not even a matter of it don't even doesn't even cross my mind about it. But that's all they focus on, and I'm like, well, tell a story though. We get it. We know
Well,
she's a lesbian, but we can she can be a lesbian, but
and,
let's have
and
some
fine, because
content.
she was written that way. Her original character
Yeah.
was written that way in the book, so it's fine. But
Yeah.
if you
But
read
don't
her
make that
story,
what it's all about.
and you read her stories, that's not what she really don't even care. She
Yeah.
in her books, because I've read not like her solo runs, but any type of stuff that she's been in like Detective Comics or Batman stories and stuff like that. She understands kind of like that same concept of Batman of emotion needs to be set aside in order to do the job.
Right.
The TV show is doing nothing like that.
Well, it, I'm just it's just like they they're making it all about her being gay instead of about content, and it's like, is that really what encapsulates her as a person as being gay because that's what you're focusing on.
That's
And
the main focus when they do all the shows.
yeah, and instead of putting out content with a gay superhero, fine, but just put out some content. You've
Now I
established the
see
point.
when they try and they want to put together a really good TV show and keep any type of agenda off from it. I think it
Yeah.
was her second to the last episode that I did watch. It was, and I think Jeff Johns had his hand in the show for the first time. Um,
Yeah.
it was really good. There was no type of agenda pushed on it. Um, there was some shit that I did not see happening within the storyline,
Huh.
and it are you caught up on all of them, Jimbo?
Yeah, I'm all caught up on them.
So you know the one I'm talking about where the she goes to save like the mouse guy, and they tie her down in there, and she catches a vision or whatnot, and
With your toxin.
it yeah, they kind of allude to the scarecrow's fear toxin, but not only that, um, it kind of lead into where the people that kidnapped her as a girl, they never treated her bad, and it was the older lady that treated her bad, and they had the mother's head was in the refrigerator,
Huh.
and actually
Yeah,
showed
I
like
watched it.
that mother. You should remember the one I'm talking about.
Yep.
I think that was one of the first episodes maybe that Jeff Johns like kind of had his hand into, and there was no agenda pushed in that one, and I was like, it was good, and that kind of led into the next one where they tricked the bad sister and locked her up.
Yeah, I think that was the
Yeah.
latest
They
one.
wanted to bust Mouse out of Arkham, but instead they locked. I can't remember. The last two were fairly decent. They got they got kind of away from the agenda for the most part, and they were decent episodes. I'm like, well, damn. I'm like, they can make a decent show if they stop throwing their agenda in our faces.
Yeah.
But I think now too many people have walked away from it.
Yeah.
But I knew what Smiley was saying. I've had it up here. Yes, Doom Patrol was amazing.
I haven't watched it.
Oh God, Steve, you got to see Doom Patrol.
I might have to check it
It
out
was,
since
it
I
was
hear.
good.
Doom Patrol is probably DC's best show that they did. It was
Really?
amazing. The only
Swamp
one that
Thing
might have
was
been a little
pretty
bit better
good.
was Swampy. But
And I started to watch Swamp Thing, and I never got around to finishing it either. I just don't have time to watch TV. I don't have time to read. I don't have time to do anything anymore. It's getting hectic, man. But
but the Swamp Thing show, but then they canceled it after just one season. That was amazing.
yeah. Hey, Gray Man, download the Cat Mouse app. I'm telling you, download it on your laptop, whatever. Run it. You can watch all those shows. You can watch all the movies. Don't cost anything. And then
That's
and
what I
I
got on my Fire Stick. Cat mouse.
Cat Mouse. See, smart man over here. Listen to the man. He knows. It's awesome, isn't it?
Yep.
Why pay for Netflix, HBO, Cinemax, all that crap? It's all on there, man. Hook your hook your brother up over here, man. Teach him how to get that on there so he quit paying all them fees, man.
I pay the fees. I go legit. Sorry,
Yeah, it ain't
I
illegal.
can't help
You
it. I
know,
pay. I pay the. I pay for the DC Universe if I want it. For the Netflix. For the Disney Plus.
yeah, no, it's all on there for free. So you don't download it, so you ain't breaking any laws. You're just streaming. People provide links. You click on them and watch it. See, Tori, stick with me. I got you.
Well, while you're sticking cat and mouse, that's the way to go.
Yeah, yeah. I use Chromecast, but yeah, same difference.
Criminals.
Criminals. Kevin.
That's what I call them all the time, like criminals. Oh, did you pay for it? No, criminal.
You you still download music on iTunes, don't you, Kevin?
No, I don't listen to much music, to be honest with you. If it's usually not on the radio, I don't really listen to it that much. I'll probably start to. I might look into that old Fire Stick stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And then, at some point, maybe they'll all get shut down and you won't have that option anymore. Who knows? I know that the film industry does not like those apps at all. But
yeah, right now the film industry is dying.
Yeah.
Movie theaters becoming nothing but almost dusty ghost towns at this point. Because I don't even think movie theaters are open right now.
Not now, they're not.
Well, everything that's been scheduled to come out has been moved back to like September.
Yeah, they shut
all
down
the new
production
movies
on a
at
lot
the
of them.
theaters.
The Harley Quinn animated series. I'm curious to hear from a female perspective what she thought of the Harley Quinn animated series season 1.
But up until this current situations, my situation was just like Smiley's here. I could put it on there, we still made every bill, and it was literally not an issue. And then all this shit breaks down, and I had surgery, and it all kind of went together. Now all of a sudden, I don't really have much spare.
Yeah, there you go. But did either of you guys watch that Harley Quinn animated series?
Yeah, I watched it because I'm a
What'd you think?
huge Harley Quinn fan, but
I am too. I am too. What
I
did you
did
think?
not really care for it.
Me either.
I think we talked about it before, Stevie. I'm pretty sure you know where I gave up on it.
Yeah, well, there was one episode in the whole freaking season that I thought was actually entertaining and funny. The rest of it was just an excuse for DC to see how many F-bombs they can drop in a cartoon. And again, like I said, it's fine to cuss in the cartoon and be adult content, but when you focus all your energy on emphasizing one point, like the Batwoman thing, that it's not just about the gay thing or nothing like that, but when you just emphasize one point and you keep droning on about that point, and for Harley Quinn's animated series, that point was this is adult content. So it's just a constant barrage of F bombs and how much we can cuss in the movie or in the show, and it gets old after a while.
The one that had Damian Wayne, where they didn't the one that they had him, and they kind of made a joke out of Damian Wayne.
I didn't like that.
And
that one was the only one I thought was funny.
Because they had, like Damian couldn't beat these people. I'm like, you know what? That's not Damian could whip these characters one-on-one. I mean, he's his dad's son.
Well, I know that. We know that, but for entertainment purposes, man, it was funny. She wanted an arch nemesis and she got Robin and she was pissed.
That part was a little humorous, but I wasn't. I don't know. I didn't like how they. So I think there was that one, and then maybe I watched one after it. I can't remember, but then I started to get turned off from it because I get it. It's her show, but how powerful were they really gonna continue to make her? You know what I'm saying? She's up there beating Matt. I want to say it's Maxie Zeus and so many of these different characters. Like, right, I get it, but she's a psycho human with the bat, and
she's a
I mean
sidekick.
she's
She
whooping
don't think
people. I
she'll.
mean, I get her popularity. I like her too, but
Yeah. You think she should just be relegated as a sidekick and not a main villain? Is that kind of where you're at on it?
no. I mean, she could be a main villain,
Oh,
but here's the thing: where is she a villain? Is she villain? Is she not villain? Because I'm reading the current Batman run, and then here she is fighting. She's fighting right alongside Batman, and Batman in the current Tinian run, he's giving her like some control of the Bat computer. Some bat
man.
drones or whatever. I'm like, okay, so
Yeah.
do we trust Harley Quinn? Is she supposed to be good now? Is she not good? What the hell is she? That's the whole point with Harley. You gotta be able to mind. Is she villain? Is she
The new
good?
Catwoman, kind of like Catwoman, jumps the fence back and forth.
Yeah, Catwoman was a villain. She was a thief, a cat burglar, and it worked out for decades.
Now she's an anti-hero.
Yeah, and now she's Batman's girlfriend, and the story
Well,
works
that
so
kind
much
of
better
remains
was
to be
when they
seen now.
understood that they couldn't be together, but they had that. Now all of a sudden they're like, it's like, oh, we can make it work. Like, really, we're just going to forgive her for everything that she did? We know way back at one
Well,
point
I
when
don't know.
she took lives.
In the latest issues, Batman finds out that she's been plotting this whole new city rebuild or whatever with the Joker and the Penguin and the Riddler that she kept from him, and so he's kind of not real happy about that. So all that them being together kind of remains to be seen.
Yeah, I knew. We all knew they weren't going to stay together. Batman can't be married.
No, it just does. It's just not good for his character.
No, but it's one of those things where when it comes out that heel or face.
Exactly. I mean, with some of these people, I mean, what are they? I remember back in the day, and probably Stevie does, when first reading comics, there was a line: you were evil, you were good. Well, I'm going to have you guys here.
Like Venom is one in the Marvel comics. He was straight up evil at first, and now he's a good guy. He's a hero now, or what? I don't know. So I like Carnage, man. Just straight up psycho. Just then, no, he's defined. He's not wishy washy.
I think that's what they're doing with the current Doctor Doom.
Back and forth, yeah. He's another one. But and Magneto, another one. I mean, there's so many villains that cross over and cross back. It's just, but I agree. I like the Joker. He's never been a good guy. I like Carnage. He's never been a good guy. They're always going to be those psychopaths that's never going to do anything good or never be a hero. So, and I agree. I wish they'd stick to that kind of format. Guess we lost Kevin.
I don't know what happened to him.
He said, "Hold on a minute," and off he went.
Have you read that Ash Can yet?
No, actually, I haven't. To be honest with you, have you read
Yeah,
it
I'm
yet?
gonna read it. But like you, I just wish they would come up with Super Sons animated. Damian Wayne don't get no love.
Nah, he's everybody hates him, but he's one of those ones you love to hate. But you know what I mean? So I don't know. I ain't mad at him. I wish they would do something with the Super Sons. There was a whole thing on the DC Universe app where people were petitioning for a Super Sons animated series. So who knows? Maybe they'll listen. I think it'd be epic. They don't have to make
Oh, I
all
think
their
it
stuff.
took off.
Oh yeah, they don't have to make all their stuff adult, R rated. They could do some PG stuff, but I'm specking on it. I'm hoping. I still think there's a future there. So we'll see. I'll either be the laughing stock of the comic book community, or I'll be the one
Right.
saying, "You should have listened. You should have listened."
I'm wishing something like that would happen so my Batman 655 would go up.
Yeah, I've got it. I've actually got the world's finest first appearance of the Super Sons back in the 70s. So that one was a cool one to get.
Yeah, 'cause I think Batman 655 is first appearance Damian Wayne.
Yeah, yeah, I got that one. I got the first Jonathan Kent, which, man, I had to buy a bunch of books because it was like, here's the first Jonathan Kent. And then they're like, oh no, here's the first Jonathan Kent. Here's the first
I
Jonathan
think
Kent
the
as
first
Superboy. Here's
Okay.
Jonathan.
I hope
I got
my
a
two
bunch.
great co-hosts here was keeping you all entertained for a little while, because you couldn't hear it in the background. That was the boys asking to go outside.
Oh,
I don't know if you could hear that. Hear that one doing his barking in the background. He's so damn loud for being less than 18 inches tall.
I've noticed that yeah, there you go, first John Kent. I've noticed that since I've moved and I don't have 5 yapping chihuahuas in all my videos are a lot quieter. Oh. So which movie are you looking forward to the most there, Kev?
What movie?
Yeah, what upcoming movies are you looking the most forward to?
I'll be honest with you, I don't even know what the hell's coming up nowadays.
I mean, the
Lost track of
Batman.
everything. Currently, to be honest with you, when it was coming out, I would have had to say Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
The Wonder Woman 84.
yeah, that one looks really good.
That's one I
I'm
would have to say for right now. Black Widow did look good, but I'm more of a Wonder Woman fan than I am Black Widow. And I thought the first
Yeah,
Wonder Woman movie was done fantastic.
yeah, it was awesome. I was
One of the few.
actually the Wonder Woman animated movie was really, really good. Also, if you've never watched it,
Bloodlines?
no, it was they did one before that, the very first DC animated Wonder Woman movie. It was just like her
Yeah.
origin and all that. It was so good. It was really well written. You know, I keep trying to look forward to Batman movies, man, but every time I get hyped up for a new Batman movie, it comes out and it just sucks. Yeah, that's the one.
It's just called Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
I have not seen that.
yeah, you
It's
got to
really
check that
good.
out, Jimbo. It is really good.
Really good.
I had it on my list of shit to watch and put it off because I was like, yeah, Wonder Woman movie's not gonna be that great. And then finally, one boring day, I was like, all right, let's watch it. And holy crap, that was really good.
Guess I'll
Something
search
that
for it on the cat mouse.
I wish
It is.
I was a kid. I wish Ghost Rider would get a reboot.
Yeah, because yeah, I do too.
Not that I did like or whatever. I'll say I didn't hate the ones that Nicolas Cage did. The first one's much better. That second one went way off the rails somewhere. But
I don't like Nicolas Cage. I'm just not a fan.
They could have been better. They were doing
Yeah,
in the. I don't know if you were watching it, Stevie, but that the Marvel Agents of Shield TV show.
I
They
didn't
did the
watch it.
Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider for a little bit, but that's fine. But I'm an originals kind of guy, so I want to see Johnny Blaze.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Johnny, that's a character I want to see focused on again is Johnny Blaze.
Yes.
The ones
Speaking
I
of
want to, the ones I want to see get a reboot, which it's already had a reboot, so it'd be a second reboot. Because the first one was decent, the second one was bad, and then the remake of it was just horrible. And that's Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four. Yeah. It's like, wow, Fantastic Four was bad. Let's do it again and make it worse. Wow. I was like, what the hell was that? I've said this before, and I think if you look back and you think, even as far as elongated man on the Flash series, you can't make a stretchy human or a stretchy superhero cool. I can't. Like Plastic Man, not cool. Mr. Fantastic is not cool.
No,
I like Mr. Fantastic though.
Hey,
I don't know. I
but
think he's
it
kind of.
translates into a movie. It just looks cheesy and corny. It really does, and I think that's where they're. If they can make plastic, if they can make Mr. Fantastic, they can make Reed Richards somehow not cheesy, then they will succeed in
Here's the
making a
thing:
good
to make
Fantastic
Reed
Four.
Richards not cheesy, you have to not so much that he can stretch,
No,
but there's another mega superpower that Reed Richards has that's not his stretching. Now, do you know what it is?
well, I know he's a brilliant
There
scientist.
you go.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
technically is the smartest individual in the entire Marvel
yeah.
universe.
The focus
Above
on
Tony Stark, above Hank Pym, above any of these people, Reed Richards is the single smartest person as far as I'm
right,
concerned. And
focus on
you
that.
need to have a storyline that focuses on. That's why
I agree.
the first one that Fox brought out, where our current Captain America was actually Johnny Storm, um, wasn't too bad. By the time they got to the second one, which is Rise of the Silver Surfer, that one wasn't as good. But
Yeah,
you have to get Mr. Fantastic to use his brain. And what those
yes,
movies lacked was a hardcore villain.
yeah,
Doctor Doom has to be Doctor Doom. They
yeah.
did not do Doctor Doom the way they should. Doctor Doom is probably the. I know some people won't like it. He may possibly be the single greatest villain in the MCU, and he's done right.
Eh.
But come on, you can name a couple. I mean,
uh,
who would you put up there before Doom? We'll see. Well, it looks like we only got two in the chat, so it might be easy for the chat to disagree or agree. Doom. Well, there we go.
well, I mean, I have my
Uh,
favorites. Great man. I mean, I can't argue that he's an awesome villain.
he's
But
as smart as anybody. He's got he's got just about as much mystical power as Doctor Strange. So I mean, he's a ruler. His wealth is as limitless as Tony Stark's.
no, I don't know, man. It's hard to beat like Kingpin, and I mean, I'm a big Kingpin fan. I think he's a
I,
great
I
villain.
love I love
Yeah.
Kingpin, but come on,
Well, I mean, I like the one. I
Kingpin
like
over
the one.
Doctor Doom.
I didn't say over. I just said yeah. Well, I
Who?
would.
Well,
Yeah, I like
yeah, but
him.
I'm not saying
I
who
like
you
him.
like.
Yeah.
Doom is maybe outside of Thanos, or somebody like that, which they've already used. But I mean, you could easily say that Doom could possibly stand toe to toe with Thanos.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I
Thanos
get it,
only
he's
has
the
to
mad
snap
titan,
his
but
finger.
That'd be
Doctor
a tough
Doom.
one.
Well, It's only when he's wearing the Infinity Gauntlet. If you take the Infinity Gauntlet off, well, we see what he is. He's just a big, powerful brute. You know, bigger, stronger than Hawk or whatever that we've seen.
Yeah.
The only reason he could snap his fingers is because he had the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
You take the Infinity Gauntlet off from him.
But while you were away, we were talking. Me and Jimbo over here were talking about villains and the ones that are actually villains and the ones that are anti-hero villain. And I told him that's why I love Carnage. Carnage is my favorite villain because he's just straight up evil.
Right.
No rhyme or no reason. And so those are the kind of villains I like. I like the ones that just, they're just
me too.
evil. They don't have.
I like the one where there's no gray area in the middle. Sorry, Gray Man. Gray is good, but the ones where there's no gray area in the middle, you're an evil bastard son of a bitch that don't care, or you're a hero. And as you say with Carnage, there's no gray area. Carnage evil. Right. Cletus Cassidy knows what he was. He was evil. He was a maniac. And that's why I kind of go back to Joker being my favorite villain. There's been no gray area with Joker ever. Joker knows what he is, and he doesn't care to hide it.
Yeah, Batman's never going to tag him in for some help.
No.
Hey man,
there's been small alliances at some different points where Batman has went to Penguin even. There was a story about with the Tom King storyline, so I don't know if it counts, but there was the Tom King storyline, which is I don't know if you read it, Stevie. Jimbo probably has. It was the one that was called the War of Riddles and Jokes.
Well,
where Batman actually had a small alliance with Riddler to try to stop the Joker. It was just temporary. Batman would never go to the Joker for anything. I can't think of a time that he did.
I can't either. And
because he knows he's pure evil. The Joker is just an evil incarnate. That's what he is, and he doesn't care. Come on. You seen the Joker movie? I hope you've seen the Joker movie.
Oh yeah, that's miserable.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I hated it.
Wonderful.
Beautiful.
Hated it.
I hated it. I know I'm a minority. That thing won all kinds.
You are way in the minority with that one. I have not, and I'm sure I'm sure there's others like you somewhere that didn't like it.
But I'll be honest
with you, I haven't found them. I haven't found it. Most people I talked to liked it.
I tried to watch it and separate it from Batman continuity and just watch it as a standalone movie by itself, it had an agenda too, just like all these other ones.
Watch it. Have you watched it once or twice?
I've watched it once, and I barely
watch it through again. Watch it through again, and take it of how I. When I first finished it, my take on that movie, The Joker, was it's an origin story. It's an origin story, not of the Jokers, but to me, it's an untold origin story of Batman.
Yeah.
Because all these things lead up. All these things are happening. And if anybody's ever wondered why is Gotham in the state that it is, what put Gotham in the state that it is, why were the Waynes shot dead in the alleyway? Okay, why did Bruce say I'm gonna have to fight this crime in my city? Who started all that crime? Why is it the most crime-filled city anywhere? Well, it started when Joker started doing his thing. And Joker put that city into chaos. It led to the Waynes being gunned down in that alley. Because the movie shows the Waynes get gunned down in that alley.
Yeah.
And then it kind of goes right from there. That Joker movie to me was the basis of an origin story of the city and of Batman, but it's showing you that the Joker the Joker kind of made Batman. So in a twist of the Joker made his ultimate nemesis.
I'll be honest with you, when they said they were going to make a Joker origin movie, I didn't want them to do it because that's part of the Joker's mystique. Part of his thing is he doesn't really have an origin. Nobody really knows.
Well, he does depend on the storyline you follow, because in the Killing Joke, he does.
Right, but
if you read the Killing Joke, he's got one. It all depends on what. The Killing Joke used to not be continuity because Barbara Gordon got shot in the Killing Joke, and that was just an off story that was written, and then they worked that whole Killing Joke into continuity by putting Barbara Gordon in the wheelchair and calling her Oracle in continuity.
But that was all pretty much erased when they made the Joker himself made the comment about his origin and saying that he doesn't even know his own origin, and so they kind of it's still a mystery. People say that the Killing Joke, that was his origin, and then they go back and say, well, no, it was just one of the possibilities of his origin, and even the movie itself left it up to the imagination. Was everything that happened in that movie in his head, and he's just so twisted that he dreamed that up, or did it actually happen?
Well, in the movie, because the ends that he's in the asylum,
right?
He's talking with the one person, then he comes out of the asylum, and he's got red all over his shoes, and then they have to run him down to where. Yeah, we don't know, because part of the movie was like they got me in there where I thought the lady was actually starting to be his girlfriend until they got to the part where he's in her room and she's scared shitless. I'm like, wait a minute, you were just. I'm like, oh wow, okay.
Yeah, so
he was never there.
You never noticed you don't know what parts of his origin were in his head and what parts actually happened through the movie, so that it's kind of convoluted that way. So it kind of makes.
But as Grave Man says, in Elseworld's Tale, if you don't look at it, to me it was a great movie in continuity, maybe not in continuity. I just like the premise of the movie.
I will say this much: I do like. I like what DC is trying to do with the idea of making movies based on the villains that are kind of adult content. I wish they wouldn't have started with the Joker. I wish they would have started with someone else and then worked their way up, because I love the idea of giving solo movies to the villains, the DC villains.
If you guys or somebody in the comments wants to let us know, who would you guys, if you didn't like him being done first, who would you have liked to seen? Because I got a couple in my mind that would have made a really good villain-based movie.
Oh, I would have loved to have seen him do somebody like the Penguin, because Gotham made the Penguin cool, and I didn't think that was possible. I mean, the guy that played the Penguin on the Gotham TV series was phenomenal. Mm-hmm. And they made him, he wasn't over exaggerated like it was in the Burton movies and stuff like that. I mean, it was just done so well. And I'd like to see him do a movie like that where they don't over exaggerate him. No Danny DeVito, fat, big, giant beak, and all this. Make him a believable character, and then bring him into the Batman universe, and make him a believable villain. You know what I mean?
Right.
We've seen in the Batman universe and the movies now are over exaggerated, overblown versions of the comic book characters. Mr. Freeze with that horrific Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jim Carrey with that terrible Riddler, and
hey, I actually like that one.
He was so over the top, and it was so. But I'd like to see him make him a little more serious. Like I mean, like um, the Joker, when that was the best Joker. What Dark Knight Rises, man, they did such a perfect job with him because they made him what he was supposed to be. You know, they made him just twisted and jacked up in the head like he was supposed to be, and not comic relief. You know what I mean? I'd
That
like to
that
see more of that.
I think that's gonna be one of the big problems right there because when they made The Dark Knight Rises and they had Heath Ledger play the Joker, that set
Mm,
such a precedent on the
huge
Joker.
bar.
It's gonna be hard to beat.
It is going to be hard to beat. But I said the same thing about Jack Nicholson. I thought his Joker was the shit. Nobody would ever be better than that. And Heath Ledger just smoked that out of the water. So they could do it. The Jared Leto thing was, I don't even know what the hell that was. I have no idea what
Yeah,
that was.
that was
But
more of a joke. Hey, what's up, Southern? Thanks for popping into our little shindig here tonight. Here's one for you. How would you think this character would work in a standalone as a kind of a villain story? I'd like to see it. Zod.
Zod could be cool.
Because he was General Zod. He was the good guy. He was the elite general of Kryptonian's forces.
Yeah,
That he knew his planet had to be destroyed.
yeah.
So, what are some of the things and what were some of the things that started to make him all of a sudden go? So there had to have been something in there that all of a sudden made him be like, well,
The
I'm
typical,
going to
he
go
knows
evil
he's
because
right.
he was good.
Yeah,
He was a military general.
yeah.
Not a big
He
fan.
Yeah, no, I
Oh,
love Zod. I love Zod as a character. I think it'd be an interesting. That'd be but then didn't they do a series called Krypton?
yes.
Was he not part of that? I have never watched it, so I don't know.
Um,
Because that would have seemed like the opportune time to focus on General Zod
it
and
was
his
what
own.
it wasn't. He was on there. They
Excuse me.
that show did a lot of. I don't know because I don't want to offend anybody that's out there because that's not who I am. That show did a one thing that I really don't like with my comic characters. That show really did some race swapping more than anything,
No, I've never watched it, so I don't have a clue.
and it kind of really changed up the story. It had it all over the place. The story was all over the place. It
Yeah.
was supposed to focus on Kal-El's grandfather, and he got some other lady pregnant, but yet so hence the birth of Jor-El. But at the same time, he's supposedly in love with other this other lady um, who who they say he ended up knocking up, and so that became Zod. So they put Zod and Jor-El as half brothers in their story, but Zod come Zod come from hundreds of the years into from the future. He goes into the past so he can try to save the history of Krypton. It was a story that kind of got all over the place.
Yeah, it sounds a little convoluted. I don't know if I'd.
It
Yeah,
was.
I never watched it. I'm not. I'm, like I'm not a fan of the when they try to spin off some obscure part of, some other comic. It just never works. It doesn't seem. I
Another would have been Two Face. Two Face could have been a great story.
would love to see that. I'd love to see a good that one, the Riddler. I'd like to see him do all the Batman villains and make him, do them right, but then integrate him into the Batman universe. You know, it's this Joker is a separate universe. You won't ever see Joaquin Phoenix in the Batman movie, thank God. but
Right.
but but it, but it would be a great way to further that Batman franchise. Would be to, you know, to give people something while they wait for that next Batman movie, is integrate the next villain into the, you know, into that universe, do a origin and a backstory on, you know, on Two Face or the Riddler or Zaz and all these characters, and then bring them into the Batman movies together. That way, their origin has already been told. We can get right into the meat of the movie, and we don't have to suffer through the origin stories of everybody 100,000 times like we have already. But
So
I think it's a great idea.
you think we're going to get a good Batman movie with Pattinson?
Man, I'm holding out hope. I really, I every year, every time they make one, I get excited, and every time I get let down because I Batman is my hero, and since I was a little kid, so I'm very, very, very critical of Batman movies. People hate me for it, but I hate the I hate the army SWAT gear Batman costumes they put him in. I think he looks more like a GI Joe character. And then some jabroni will say, well, it doesn't make sense to put him in spandex because he would get killed in spandex. That doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, you got to suspend, you know, disbelief for a while. That's like saying, well, they better strap a jetpack on Superman because it doesn't make any sense that he could fly without one. You know, you got to, people always ask me, who is your favorite Batman? And I will tell you, go on YouTube and Google Batman versus Darth Vader or Batman Dead End. And those people that were in that guy that played Batman, his name's Kevin something also. The best Batman, best costuming.
You're talking about
Uh,
that those Bat in the Sun
yes,
pennies. That's the YouTube channel, Bat in the Sun. They
that
have
guy.
some of the greatest little superhero battles that there is.
Absolutely,
Some of the greatest little
absolutely,
shorts.
absolutely. And the guy that plays Batman in that is absolutely spot on, perfect.
That
He does.
Batman Vader was great.
That was the greatest 8 minutes of my life. It was so good.
I've never even heard of it.
Oh, you got Jimbo.
You got it. Just search. They're on YouTube. They're called Bat in the Sun. They
You
are
just type
great.
in Batman versus Darth Vader. You'll go down a rabbit hole you'll never come back from it, Jimbo.
I also, me being a big fan of the two characters, I love that Nightwing versus Winter Soldier. Did you see it?
Yes, I've seen them all. Yeah, it
That
was great.
Nightwing versus Winter Soldier was awesome.
That was epic. Wonder Woman versus Wolverine. Uh, even even the Joker versus Negan
It was
was.
Joker versus Deadpool.
There was Joker versus Negan also.
Oh yeah, there was the Joker versus Negan with that Joker because it was Joker and Harley versus Deadpool
Deadpool.
and Domino.
Yeah, that was funny. Sitting there
That
talking
guy
about
that does Deadpool is he's amazing. That guy doing Deadpool.
Oh yeah, and the guy that plays the Joker in these things is really good too.
The guy doing the Joker, if I recall, he's the guy who runs all of it.
Yeah, he's part of it. Yeah, they're actually, I think they're taking like a some kind of Kickstarter program to do a full length movie, and I'm dying for that one. The
Yeah,
full length Batman.
this guy he gets the costume is more spot on than the big Hollywood. He casts the
Perfect.
characters to fit more the parts than anybody. Their voices fits the part. I mean, no, these guys they're probably not the acting, of winning an Oscar or an Emmy, but they look like somebody and they sound like somebody that you would want to be in a superhero movie,
Oh
and they
yeah,
still do it really good.
yeah.
Well, you don't have to be an Emmy-winning actor
No.
to make a good movie.
And just think how much cheaper you can make that blockbuster movie if you hired this guy off of YouTube that played Batman and cast him as Batman. Oh my God, you'd save millions because that dude would do it for 10 grand.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? he would do it. He would do it for nothing compared to all these big Hollywood stars that got
Right.
and do a better job.
As much as I have to disagree, I have to show this from Gray Man because I love the Batman '89 movie. I love Michael Keaton.
Michael
I
Keaton was
89.
pretty good.
I did not like the casting at first, and then you know, granted I was a little bit younger, so but when I heard the name Michael Keaton, I'm like, isn't that comedy guy?
Yeah.
I was only
Isn't
about
that Mr. Mom?
Yeah, I was only about, I want to say 14 about roughly when that one came out. So I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
I was a little
isn't that
older.
that guy that I just watched do Johnny Dangerously?
I was thinking more Bosom Buddies, the TV show. Remember that one?
I
Anybody?
remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was Tom Hanks and some guy. I don't remember who.
Oh yeah, that was Tom Hanks.
That was
You're
Michael
right.
Keaton.
That's right. You're right. You got me on that one.
Michael
It was
Keaton
Tom
was in a kind
Hanks
of a
and
little
Peter.
unknown movie, but if you ever get to it on your guys' little cat and mouse things or whatever you got, you can always find it. There's an old Michael Keaton movie out there called Johnny Dangerously.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's funny as
I've
hell.
seen
That thing is hilarious.
Yeah, it's funny as hell.
We are
Um,
talking about how not good the CW Arrowverse is.
some of it. Yeah. I
Except for
still dig the
Flat. Like I
Flash.
said,
I still dig the Flash.
Hey, Legends of Tomorrow. I still enjoy that one.
I never even watched it.
I'm
I've watched
behind on
one or
that.
two
Here's the
episodes.
thing. The Legends of Tomorrow has one of my favorite characters in there's not a they don't have a budget enough to use him. I'm sorry. They do not have the budget to use John Constantine.
Yeah.
John Constantine, if you want to do it right, you need to do a big budget. You got to show these little spells or whatever that they'll show him. Sometimes he doesn't even do them. This guy is so powerful. People don't even really people a lot of times they can't grasp the power of John Constantine. I mean, he can open up gates to hell and just send you there.
Yeah.
John Constantine is very powerful. And technically, he could hold his own against Superman.
Yeah.
If anybody knows other than Krypton, and I've had this go back and forth with people, if anybody understands the other weakness for Superman, what is Superman's one main other weakness?
Yeah, magic.
Magic.
Yeah.
The mystic arts. That's what John Constantine is based on.
Yeah. Good point.
I'm not completely caught up on the Black Lightning. I will say I do love the casting of that guy.
I do like the show. I'm just really far behind on it.
Right, I am behind
that is
on it
one
because
of
of
the
everything
ones.
else. That one has been pretty good. I have not minded that one. We're mostly talking about the Supergirl and the Batwoman kind of not being as good as they could be.
Focusing more on pushing an agenda than they are putting out entertaining content.
Like I say, except for the last two Batwoman. The last two Batwoman was pretty good. And that's what they got to do. But if you've watched the first, what was it, 14, 15 episodes that are out, when my wife who's watches stuff, she goes to conventions, she don't read comic books, so she don't know all the characters. But when she can watch something and the main takeaway she can get out of it is, why is Batwoman a lesbian whore? That's her takeaway from the whole thing. I'm like, they're not doing something right. They've not character built. They've not done any of this. Because I want to say, well, she's also based out of tragedy, like Batman and all this other stuff. And it's like, okay, well, show something with the character, do something with it. And
yeah,
they don't. Supergirl, I just have a problem with Supergirl. Them trying to play it off as stronger than Superman, and I just can't. I can't do it.
Supergirl's
Yeah,
just bad.
I liked her up until this last season, and I kept watching it, and then when they started doing the whole aliens and the Alien Protection Act and or Alien Registration Act and all this, and it was just so blatantly uh, politically driven that I was like, oh come on guys, just show a good show. We get enough that we can watch the news for politics. I don't want to hear it on here. Yeah, the Crisis was pretty good. I actually enjoyed that.
I liked a lot of parts of that. They didn't put the crossover on Amazon. Is that what I think? What the Great Man was saying. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have a Roku stick. Well, now I got one of the smart TVs that actually has all the the apps on it. CW has an app, so I watch them all for free because essentially, if it airs on Monday, I can watch it on Tuesday for free on the app. I watch the stove commercials and all that other stuff. And you can get those off like a Roku stick or a smart TV. So, it's just the CW app. So I don't know if that would help you, Ray Man.
No. Yeah. Okay. Like I said, yeah, aggressively. I enjoyed Supergirl up just till recently, and it's it's like I said. I wish they would just keep keep politics out of our entertainment, keep it out of our sports, leave politics to the politicians where it belongs, and let us have our distractions that we need.
See, I thought like I was saying, aggressively. If you caught up on the Batwoman, I think the last two were a couple of the better two that I seen. I thought they were really good. So I'm like, okay, maybe this might be getting better. The Supergirl, to me, the Supergirl is one of those where it's not the worst thing that I ever saw, but if I don't ever see it again, I don't feel like I'm missing something. That's my take
Yeah,
on the Supergirl. It's not the
yeah,
worst thing. My biggest problem with Supergirl is the forcing that she's more powerful than Superman. Most of the other storylines I do not have a problem with. Like I said, my biggest one is, oh, she's even more powerful than Kal-El. She's not stronger than Kal-El. She'll never be more powerful than Kal-El. And every time they're in mutual episodes or whatever, they make the point to show something on screen that makes her look stronger. They did in the crossover, if you guys remember. They're using their eye beam trying to fight the main villain. He's like, oh, I can't do this anymore, and she's still, oh, I got more power, and it's like,
And
you would
then
have ran,
Superman,
she would have ran out of heat vision before he would have.
and Superman said, "You've always been more powerful than me." Come on.
Yeah, that
yeah.
goes way back, but the
Like, how would
show
you know
itself
you
of
were in
Supergirl
adult
doesn't
mode when
bother
she
me.
found you?
The Supergirl show itself doesn't bother me. It's just one of those.
It's one of those that I don't. When a new episode comes on, I don't run over to jump on
Right.
it and
But
watch. I mean,
I'll
I'll
catch
catch
it
it
when
up.
I can because it's not the
Right.
most horrible thing, but it's not the worst thing. Batwoman for a little bit. I'm sorry, Batwoman. And I think I'm kind of like Stevie on it is because when you put Bat any damn fucking thing in front of it, I have high expectations.
Yeah.
And
That's maybe it. Maybe it's just overcritical because that Batman, and I am in the movies because they're in the single Batman movie I've ever seen that I just thought was perfect. It was just absolutely amazing. Yet, the Heath Ledger Joker. that part of that movie. If he wasn't in that movie, it would have sucked. But Heath Ledger, that was the most definitive version of the Joker.
Let's leave out any animated voices. Let's just do live action. Do you know who I think is probably our best live action take on a Batman? And I'm sorry, for me, I gotta say Batfleck.
Oh yeah, well, he's a
I
comic book
think
nerd.
I like Ben Affleck as Batman.
I think Affleck is he's more of the size. He's got more of the look, the stuff that they're making him do. I know there's a lot of, how could he have done this and this and this and not kill somebody? Well, there's a lot of times. Nobody ever says Batman won't maim you.
Yeah, I do agree with the people that have pointed out that he exploded some cars with people in it. Yeah, and Batman doesn't kill, so that part of him, but it was.
But did he have this one thing? Did the Ben Affleck Batman? Did they have this one thing when it was done? It scanned over, and I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I've seen it, but did he have this one thing where it come back and it said 0 fatalities or something like that? I don't remember. I remember seeing that in some DC movie or something.
I never heard that. I know if a car explodes and there's people in it, they're probably dead. but the whole Batman versus Superman movie as a whole I didn't like, but I liked. It's like the Daredevil movie. I didn't like the movie, but I liked Ben Affleck. Same thing, Batman. I think he was the best Batman by far myself too. And I think I'm disappointed that he backed out on directing this Batman movie because I wanted to see him show his stuff. He's comic book geek just like us, so he knows Batman. He knows what it's supposed to be, and I wanted to see him direct one and do all the footwork so he could just silence the critics once and for all. But
now this aggressively has a great idea. I don't know exactly how they do it, but he had an evil Oliver Queen somehow. I didn't read an article, but I did see a headline, so I don't know all the details. But I guess there was some problems that Stephen Amell had with the movie people. That's why he said something about he wouldn't come back or something like that. There ended up eventually being some sort of fallout between Stephen Amell and the creators of that universe.
2 seconds. Is the food done?
I don't know.
But that would be interesting.
Well, I'm gonna go. If you guys are still on, I might get on. I'm gonna eat some dinner.
Right,
at 10:30 at night.
Yep, at 10:30 at night.
Damn second shifters.
You says graveyard shifters. I'll be wolfing down.
You two night shifters. Yeah, I see Stevie's falling asleep here. We're probably going to really cut this after a while here, but I do want to put a couple of things up that aggressively had, because I do agree with it, like 100% agree with it. That the Arrowverse is best right now. It's like a home. Rolls your eyes at sometimes, but it is still awesome comic content. And I mean, that's right there is great said, because it is. I mean, it's still some comic content. Nobody needs to sit. You can't strip something straight from a book. You know, it's an adaptation, and that's what it is. So, you know, I couldn't have said that better myself. It really is some of the best. I mean, Marvel ain't bringing us shit right now.
Right. And you can sit here. We can sit here.
And the one thing that they did bring, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., that shit was not very good.
Never watched it.
You know what, though? While we sit here and piss and moan and pick it apart, we had to watch it to be able to do that. So we're still watching it. So.
Because we're comic book nerds. You throw it out there, I'm going to try it at least once.
We want it. We want to like it. That's the problem.
I know. I'm going to sit there and be like, oh my God, this is the worst thing I ever saw. Let me finish the damn season.
Yeah. It's like
because I want to watch it.
It's like the Harley Quinn animated series. I was hating it the whole thing, but I watched every episode, every season, or the whole season, every episode, and I'll watch season 2 because I keep wanting it to get better because I want to like it. I love Harley Quinn. I want to like that show so bad that I'll keep watching it, hoping it gets better.
Yeah, aggressively. Kevin Conroy is really technically the best Batman. He so embodies that role, the voice, and if you ever see him in person, like myself and Jimbo did one time, oh my God, this guy will get on top of his table at signings and he'll scream to the crowd in his Batman voice, and he loves every second of it. He's
Oh
just
yeah,
Conroy is something else. I mean, he truly is the Batman. Just like
oh
Mark
man,
Hamill. I love Ledger, but that Mark Hamill voice is Joker.
oh yeah,
Just like in the Arkham games. That Hamill voice in the Arkham games are amazing.
yeah. When I first found out that was Luke Skywalker doing that voice, my head exploded. I couldn't believe it. But
Right.
All right, everybody.
All right. Talk to
See
you
you
yeah,
guys.
later,
Bo.
man.
Oh, brother. Uh, but yeah, I'm probably gonna have to bail here pretty soon too. I've been up for about 30 hours. We are fussy. You're right.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It goes back to this. I've watched every single episode of every single season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And even though I can sit here and go, man, that's not the best thing that I ever saw, I
You
watch
still
every
watched it.
single damn episode because
That's
I'm
what
going
I'm
to do it.
saying.
I'm going to follow the story. They've had
Yeah.
some good parts on it. And actually, it wasn't until the last couple seasons when Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because when they were trying to tie directly more into the cinematic universe, it was a little bit better because you could see the consequences or whatnot. Their last few seasons, they got like really far off from anything that was happening because it's all supposed to be together. That's why Coulson's there.
Yeah.
And
I always called Legends of Tomorrow and Agents of Shield and those I call it the B-lister shows. 'Cause it's
right,
where they stick all that obscure like B-listers over there on that one, and then you've got the main heroes over here.
but Stevie, you are tired, so we're gonna do this real quick. Give me 1 second here, Stevie.
That's just me again. But hey, if anybody knows what's going on with YouTube and why you can't, if you'll notice, try to click on somebody in the chat and sub them up. Can't do it anymore. I don't know what's going on. Anybody else know what's going on? Drop in the comments. Let me know why YouTube disable that feature because that is an amazing key feature to have on YouTube to be able to be in a chat and chat with somebody, be able to tap on them and just subscribe to their channel. But now you can only block or report. So go ahead, give it a try. I'll wait. But I don't know what's going on with it. It sucks. That's the worst thing they ever did. I don't know. He must have it in a crate. You're back.
Yeah, well, you've seen it, so you know it actually exists. But for whatever reason, when I was moving things around the other day, I can't remember exactly where the hell I put that slab. Just, but I kind of want to end this real quick by letting anybody out there knows who watches this. So, but I will show it on the on the small video. So this is kind of for anybody out there that's watching, or if you watch this on the replay. The other night, I did finally reach the 100 subscriber. I thank everybody out there. I never thought it would happen. I was actually overwhelmed by it for a little while. So what's going to happen now is I have a 9.8 slab of Shadow the Bat #1, which is first appearance of Victor Zaz. That's going to be the giveaway. I'll probably work on some details on how I want to do it. Coming up here soon, I'm going to probably drop maybe about a short 3-minute video explaining the details. I'll show the prize, and kind of explain how to get into it. So I just want to thank everybody at 100. It was so impressive. I went from 95 to 100 in one night. Shout out to my boys who's on the late night auction. Z Blitz, so much. I thank him so much for having me on there. Jay Blitz, Hack, and so many others in the community. Sub each other up. You know, anybody that's here right now, sub each other up. You know, we got to support each other. So, but as far as our video goes right here, please sub up this guy. That's for sure.
Sub this guy.
And we're going to try to put out as much content as we can. I'm going to probably be doing some box openings here. Stevie always has some box openings coming.
Always got something going on.
So, other than that, thank everybody for joining us.
Yep.
What's this one?
I don't know. I posed a question to anybody that might know what's going on with YouTube and why we can't sub each other.
The son, I think he's ended this. Oh no, yeah, I was trying to go look for that slab grade, man. I wanted to show it. I was taking stuff out. That's all.
Right.
Again, I know it's sitting here, obviously, still in the case, but yeah, please, anybody like, share, leave any comments. Let myself know. There'll be a link to Stevie's channel in the description on this, so you can always go check him out. Thanks everybody for joining us. Hopefully when Stevie and I get together and do this again, you join us again. So please like, share, comment, all those great things, and we appreciate you. And comment community, always remember, stay worthy. We're out of here. Peace, Stevie. I'll talk to you later.
Peace, man.